Heredia to the outside post, and then Random Harvest to stall 2. They're in the gate. And they're off. In the Group 1 Virgin Bet Sun Chariot Stakes, the Rolly Mile ahead of them, and the grey Roman Mist was away alertly. Also prominent, but over on the far side rail, is Random Harvest, who gives a lead to Goldana in the very early stages. Meditate is the one who gets a lead from Roman Mist, followed by Inspiral, and then Mqse De Sevigne, a break then of a length and a half back to Coppice, and it's Heredia who is at the back of the field. They've completed their first quarter of a mile, and it's Roman Mist who has got the lead in the centre of the course, being followed by Meditate, and then Inspiral and Mqse De Sevigne. Meanwhile, leading the 2 over on the far side is Random Harvest, who's a length and a half in front of Goldana. Still Heredia towards the rear of the field together with Coppice. They come towards the halfway point in the 58th running of the Sun Chariot Stakes, and it's Roman Mist who still has the lead. Roman Mist now by half a length. Over on the far side is Random Harvest in second. Frankie Dettori has switched Inspiral to challenge right up against that far side rail, and Inspiral has travelled well into the race. Towards the near side, Meditate is driven to close. Now Mqse De Sevigne is beginning to make a move alongside Heredia, but inside the final quarter of a mile, it's Inspiral and Frankie Dettori have got the lead. Down into the dip. Inspiral's lead is 3 lengths over Heredia in second. Mqse De Sevigne, but now as they meet the rising ground, it's Inspiral who is cleared by 3. Mqse De Sevigne and then Heredia, but it's 500 wins for Frankie Dettori at Newmarket as Inspiral wins the Sun Chariot. Mqse De Sevigne and then Heredia next.
So straightforward for Inspiral, and a 500th win at Newmarket at last for Frankie Dettori. John and T Gosden, of course, responsible for the winner, and she was very much at the top of her game here today, moving into contention at the 3 furlong marker and very quickly settling this race. There's a yawning gap back to the second, who's Mqse De Sevigne for Alexis Pouchin and Andre Fabre. Back in third is Heredia, who's got a third at Group 1 level, and that was well worth her shot at this. Sean Levy on board for Richard Hannon, and it looked as though Coppice might have been fourth also for the Gosdens with Kieran Schumacher on board. But it was straightforward for Inspiral. She was straightforward today. In a moment here on Extra, we'll take a look at the race from the start, but first of all we can have a look at the closing stages. In the early stages, the horses that we expected to be towards the 4, Roman Mist and Random Harvest, were making the running. Meditate wasn't that far away, Goldana wasn't that far away, and settled in mid-division was the eventual winner, Inspiral. And she makes the move and is then weighted with Frankie Dettori, and that is where she settles it just before the 2 furlong marker, puts clear daylight between herself and the rest of the field with a good turn of speed, and the rest of them are paddling. They're not able to make up that ground on a swift horse, a horse that's already a dual winner of the Jacques Le Marois, and is very adept at this level, and this is a straightforward victory for her. I'll be interested to see if they dare to go back for the QE2 in a fortnight's time. She'd be well worth her place there, of course, albeit that she didn't run that well in the race this time last year. Conditions very much suitable here today, fast ground over this mile, and she was able to put to use that smart turn of foot. Mqse De Sevigne just was made to look not the level of form that she's shown in the Jean Romanet and the Rothschild here, and I do think the conditions and the way the track was riding slightly against her. I would expect her to be back up to 10 furlongs, I think, given the way that she finished off her race and very much settled it for seconds with Heredia. And Heredia has run really well. It was a sound performance.